Hump Day Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You probably just saw a different Rebecca Page pattern from me. It was in collaboration with Michelle Souls again from Sunday, and I had said in Sunday's video that there will be a huge announcement and a release of so many new patterns coming up on Wednesday. And so today is the day. I'm so super excited to bring this to you. One of the things, let me just say about Sunday's video, one of the things I totally missed mentioning in that video was a collaboration with Michelle Souls again for her challenge, Sew Purple to NALZ. There is a link in honor of her dad for contributions and donations. I forgot to mention that in that video, but I did add it in the pinned comments and also in the description box in the video. So make sure you go back and watch the video, but be sure to check out Michelle's video to hear all about that. And she's raising money. Again, I had mentioned that in that video for every entry, so go back and check that out. I forgot to mention that in Sunday's video, but let's get started on today. So super excited, so super exciting. Big news, big news. Okay, first of all, quick history. For those who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you. Pull up a chair. I have a few things to go over today. Grab your beverage of choice. And yeah, sit back and relax. And so here is the deal. So many of you already know that Rebecca Page Patterns, for anybody who's been following me for any length of time, for a few years, you already know Rebecca Page Patterns is one of the pattern companies I've always talked about that is that was really good size range and everything for plus size sewing. And I actually have a playlist for everything that I have made to date from Rebecca Page Patterns. I will leave that up here in the iCards as well in the description box below. But as you all know, it was announced, I announced this, what, a couple months ago, that I'm now a brand ambassador for Rebecca Page Patterns. So what does that mean? That means that obviously I get access to releases before they come out, different things of that nature, and then I can bring the reviews to you. Some patterns I will be pattern testing for any new releases for some. And yeah, so there is a lot going on behind the scenes, and I have said, if you've been watching my videos, that there's a few patterns that will be released that I've done couldn't talk about until this point. And so one of them I will be talking about today because I actually tested the pattern. So I am so super excited to be announcing this today as a brand ambassador. Now, a couple things I will say. What I am wearing real quick is the Rebecca Page Portia dress. This is actually the dress modified into a top. I have already done that video, and if you saw that video, you know that the Portia dress, the knit version, is a free pattern, and so you can go out. I'll leave a link to the free pattern, but there's also the full version, which includes the woven and the lined version of this. But I modified the dress into a top, and so this one is not out in the curvy line at this point, but that is the exciting news. Rebecca Page Patterns has released their curvy line. Now you're thinking, well, if they were already size inclusive, why have a curvy line? Well, there's a few new features with the curvy line, and I will go over that, and I will tell you the pattern that I have made that I will be sharing with you today. And so the announcement is, let me just share with you, and I'm actually going to pop up the actual pattern pictures so you know. There are several new patterns that are released today, the day that you're seeing this video, October 27th. And so these are the patterns that have been released today under their new curvy range, and I'll tell you what the size range and all of that, so sit tight for the details. But the patterns that have released today is the curvy basic underwear pattern. You already know I have made this this pattern. And again, I will link to my playlist. All you have to do is go to the playlist and look and see what my review was for the basic underwear pattern. The Curvy Strappy Cami has been released as well. And you all know this was a TNT. For me, TNT pattern. And so yes, I will leave a link to that below. I've made of the Strappy Cami, I think I have like 8 or 9 versions I made. But anyway, then you have the Curvy Sports Shorts and Leggings. You have the, I have not made that. You have the Curvy Laura, which I have made. I did a pattern test for the new Curvy line, and I will be coming up with the review soon as I go over these details. Then you have the Curvy Yoga Pants. You also have the Curvy T-shirt dress. You have the Curvy Circle Cardi, the Curvy Betty skirt, and then you have the Curvy Culottes as well as the Curvy Olivia. Now, I've also made the Olivia, and again, it will be in the playlist. So make sure you go click on the description box down below. You will see the entire playlist. It'll take you there to everything that I have made. And so, so a few questions that you might already have for those who are already Rebecca Page. You already own maybe some of these Rebecca Page patterns, or new to Rebecca Page patterns. So if you buy the pattern new, you get access to the entire size range, right? However, if you have purchased the previous version, say you have the regular version of the pattern, you don't have the Curvy line, obviously, because it just dropped today. The idea is that you will get the Curvy range had you already purchased the regular line. You will get that Curvy update. So this is your lucky day. You will gain access to the new size range. So that is exciting. So what does it mean? Let me get to the good stuff, because I know y'all thinking, but they already went up to a 5XL. Yes, they did. However, with the new Curvy line, the regular size goes from a size 1 through 10. Is the regular size under the Curvy line. And so you will see in the older patterns that haven't been updated yet, so everything hasn't been updated, I just told you all the ones that have been, you will still see the size range going up to a 5XL. So under the new Curvy line, you have size range go from size 1 through 10, and then you have the Curvy size range that goes from 6C through 15C. So what does that mean? I will pop up the size chart right here on the screen. So your size 1 through 10 starts at your chest starting out at 31 inches, your hips starting out at a 25 inch, and hips starting out at a 34 inch. And so up to a size 10, it goes up to a 54 inch in chest, 50 in waist, 57 in hip. So that is already good, right? Already great size range. However, the Curvy range, now we have some curves in there. Your 6C through your 15C. So I will pop up again on the screen the Curvy size range. So 6C starts at a size 44 inch chest with a 36 inch waist to a 48 inch hip, and it goes up to a size 15C, which you can see it goes up to a size 76 inch in chest, 71 inch in waist, and 80 inch in hips. So that is the difference between the regular size range and their now new size range. So with the, just so you know, what does that mean? So like for your bust area, so under the regular pattern range, it's sewn for a C cup. And so so if your bust size is below a size C cup, you don't necessarily have to do a small bust adjustment. However, after maybe if you decide to do a muslin or whatever like that, you need to check to see if where your bust size then fits, if you need to do a full bust adjustment. You may or may not have to do it. You all know I grade between sizes, so it just all depends. You will have to, it depends on what you're making. If you feel like, ooh, maybe you might fall between some size range. So for the women's curvy pattern, it's designed for a E cup. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if your bust size is below a E cup, you may not necessarily have to do a small bust adjustment, but after, again, you do a muslin check and say your a cup is an F cup, you may need to do a full bust adjustment. So again, but you all know I prefer to grade between sizes and do that as opposed to doing full bust adjustments. I can't speak to small bust adjustments because I've never had to do that. But for full bust adjustments, I've had to do full bust adjustments in the past, but I typically don't care to do them if I can grade between sizing. And for me, that might not work for you, but for me, that works. And it's a lot more convenient for me to do it that way. So yes, so super exciting. So again, the size range was already good, right? However, Rebecca Page Patterns has taken on more of a size range and to make it more curve appealing for those who might have a few more curves and different things of that nature. So that is awesome. So I want to give you a review on the pattern that I tested. Now I tested the Curvy Laura. So I'll pop up the picture again of what the Laura pattern looks like, and we'll go over some different options here. So this is a very beginner friendly pattern. I would say it'll take you under an hour and a half to finish this all together. The pattern is a cocoon shaped pattern, and it has a round neck with drop shoulders. It's loose fitting garment, and it has a back slit. So the back slit you will get on the dress, not on the top version, but you will get it on the dress version. So you do have the top, the tunic, and dress length. The scoop neck can be finished with either a facing or a binding, and of course with the dress option you do have the option to have pockets. And so yeah, this is a super duper easy. So for the fabric, you do have the option to use a lightweight or medium weight fabric. Now obviously it will depend on the movement of your final garment, how you want it to look, and different things like that. So there is the options for the fabric for the Laura is light to medium weight, such as a silk, a rayon, silk crepe de chine, silk satin, something like that. If you want something a little bit more structured, it's recommended your linen, your poly cotton, your quilting cotton. So it won't drape as fluid as those other more drapier type fabrics. So make sure you keep that in mind. It all depends on the look that you're going for. And you can also do a heavyweight such as a denim version. And I would say, it will depend on the look. I wouldn't go too heavy in the denim because I think it will give off a more boxy look. But if that's what you're going for, do that. I would say a lighter weight denim, maybe 4 or 5 ounce, even a chambray will work as well for this. And guess what? You can also make this in a knit. So while it is made for a woven, the option can be made to make it in a knit, and you can also line it. And so with the lining fabric, especially if you put pockets in, you know, that's what the pockets will be used for, and the lining will be used for the pockets, the facing pieces, different things of that nature. So yeah, so super exciting. I am going to go over my review of the Laura. Again, again, you do have the option to do the neck band or neck binding, the neck binding or the facing. I decided to do the facing piece. You do have the option to do pockets, but I decided to do a top. So I made this, how long ago did I make this? I tested this back in September, early September. And, or was it late August, early September? I can't really remember, but at the time, and if you saw my videos in September, you know I have been like in desperate need of tops. I need separates. And so for me, I thought the dress version was really cute, but I was like, you know what, I will get more wear out of the top than I would a dress right now. And so what I decided to do, and I will definitely pop up pictures as well, because I did style it and wear it. I had lunch with some co-workers back in September, and that's when I finished my Mimi G, my cargo pants, and so I will put a link up to that below. So that's what you see me wearing the top with, is my Mimi G cargo pants. And I think I have a picture with, it's been a little bit, with me rocking it with my Georgia Girl Stitches clutch, because that clutch, I wear that clutch goes everywhere. I wear it, use it all the time. And so here is my top. And like I said, I use the facing pieces. And again, you guys know, I'm sure you're tired of me talking about how I do my facing, where I make it super clean and folded under. I already shared that in multiple videos. So I will link to, what was the video? I think it was a Styles for Me pattern. I'll link to that up above, and I'll link it down below how I do a clean finish for my facings. I'll link that below. I'm not going to go over that again. So I did do the facing pieces and cleaned them off, finished them off like I normally do. It has the center back seam, which allows for very nice shaping. The grown on sleeves, very nice, and I like the way that turned out. It does have a little, oh, you won't necessarily be able to see. I'll show you in the pictures, but it does have a high-low hem. See, you can tell that actually. It has a little bit of a high-low hem. You don't get that opening, the slit in the back like you do with the dress. So that might be an option for you if you just decide to do the dress. I think that would be so pretty in a chambray. That would be such a cute dress in a chambray, especially with that little slit in the back. It's so simple, so easy. I find like that type of, the dress version is something that, for me, if I'm running errands, if I'm traveling or something like that, say in an airport, I like easy things to throw on like that, for different things like that. But like I said, desperate need of separates, and so this is what I use. This fabric is a fabric I already had in my stash. This is, I don't even remember where I got it from. I feel like from fabric.com, but I don't know. But it is, let me see if I can hold it up to you. It is 100% linen, and it is a nice, it's a, I would say a medium weight linen. It's not super lightweight between the lightweight and the medium linen. And of course this is and I've had this fabric for a long time, and it's a color that fits so beautifully within my color palette when I had my professional colors done. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my professional colors, I will link that up in the iCards. You'll meet the person who did my colors, all of that good stuff. I'll link that up in the iCards below. But so yeah, this is the top. I absolutely love it, and I chose to make this because we had options of what we wanted to test. But again, one, I needed tops, and two, I knew this would be a very easy pattern to pull together. And I like, for me, the curve fit. Did I tell you what size I made? I made a size 6 starting up at the shoulders, and I went out to a 7. So, and I went over the size range a little bit earlier. So that was, let me just look at my notes. The 6 for me was the 44-inch out to a 47. And so that is the chest. So the 6C to a 7 to the 7C is what I went with. And it is 44-inch waist, I'm sorry, chest, out to a 51 hip. And so that's the size that I went with, and I love it. I like the curve. You will notice if you have Rebecca Page pattern saving, if you have this pattern, you will notice the curve feature in the pattern pieces that's different from the regular. And so I thought that that skimmed very nicely. And again, I wanted to make sure, at least because I have narrow shoulders, and so I definitely wanted to make sure that I tapered from this 6C and then just went out over the bust to a 7C. and it went 7C straight down. And I want it to be, obviously the top is meant to be, even the dress version is not meant to be form-fitting at all. So the way it fits and drapes on me, it works. And so yeah, that is one of the things I wanted to highlight and bring to you today. So excited for Rebecca Page patterns, and stay tuned for more releases. There are some others going on in the background. I can't even tease you with a picture with that one yet, but it's a good one. Another good one, especially for fall. This is a good fall transitional piece and perfect for summer. So obviously I made this, like I said, back in September. It was burning up hot outside, but this in linen, you all know with linen, it's comfortable to wear. It's a breathable fabric. You're not feeling like you're sweating in it, at least this linen. And again, I've had this almost 2 years in my stash, so I can't link to it, but that is the type of fabric that I use. The pattern is drafted for someone who's 5'6". I'm 5'7", and so if you're shorter, you can shorten it if you like, but you may or may not have to, depending on what you're doing, the top or the dress or the tunic. Heck, if you're shorter, the top version may just drape on you like a tunic. Yeah, you can definitely measure all of that just to make sure that it's hitting where you want it to hit. And so yeah, that is it, everybody. That's it. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited for Rebecca Page Patterns to be releasing the new Curvy line. And again, stay tuned for more releases. More things are coming up, more things are happening behind the scenes, and you know I will bring it to you. But make sure that you click on the description box down below. I will leave links to all of the patterns. They obviously are affiliate links, as I am a brand ambassador. And so make sure you're following over on Instagram and Facebook as well. And yeah, go check out Rebecca Page Patterns. I'm so super excited. And I think I feel like the ones that are released now are really good. So you have separates. Everything is not, you know, all dresses or all bottoms. You have a lot of different options that they are releasing from your separates. You can do coordinates and everything with these, especially with the underwears and a cami. You all know I love the cami because I wear it for deep V cut things. I wear a cami underneath, and so the strappy cami has always been my go-to. It's my T&T pattern. And so yeah, very nice size range now, more size inclusive and everything like that. So definitely go check them out. If you have any questions, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in today and being patient, because I've been teasing about this release in new patterns and different things I've been testing. I still have a couple more that's coming around the bend over the next couple months, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up this video on your way out. Feel free to share it if you like as well. But thank you everyone for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. Go grab your new Rebecca Page patterns. Thank you everybody. You have a blessed and fantastic rest of your week, and we will see you on Sunday, which will be I'm thinking about going somewhere and sharing that experience with you. But stay tuned for Sunday and you will see what that video is. Thank you everybody. You all have a blessed one, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.